Curtis, I'm live. You say your thing got a heat on it, huh? I would love to try that. Man. Uh, wow. What up, Janelle? How you doing? I am freezing. My family don't give me a break on the L. Let's be cool. I told Keisha I cut the L off on her while she was gone earlier. Oh my God. What up, Miss Boosie? Man. Y'all have a good day today? Can y'all hear me? Shit. I try to get my nap on. Because normally I take a nap like around 8, 9 o'clock for about an hour or so. What up, baby Water? I could have had a better day, I guess. I don't know. I think I bed too hard. We've been having it for about 3 years now. But I know for sure that mug is just too hard for me to get comfortable on. And I think that's part of why I don't get good rest. Oh, well, happy birthday, Miss Boosie and Tootsie. Hope y'all enjoyed it, but you say your feet hurt, so I guess you did enjoy it. Oh, yeah, you did say your birthday was the week after 9/5/1. I'm drinking coffee. Man. Lonzo came back today for a little visit. I think, I don't know. Like he may leave tomorrow, like he may not. He come over here talking about y'all coming to my birthday party, huh? Like he just some popular star or some shit. What up, Rosetta? I'm good. I don't know if I'm going to his birthday party by Enchilada. Because, you know, they say keep it down to 10 and I can count, right? I can count. Like, okay, Enchilada gonna be there. His mama, his ATs. And even if the other one don't come, because she normally don't come, she just send her kids. So far, we're up to 3 adults. Alonzo, I know at least 3 to 5 more kids. We're already up to 9 people without us being there. And 10 if the other one come. What up, Paula? It's not hot in my house, though. What up, Jay Allison? They keep it freezing here. Keisha good. She went to the doctor yesterday. He told her when it gets to 1 centimeter, he'll let her up. But it's moving slow. And I have to wonder if that's because somebody trying to keep her a job. Cause I cannot stand Keisha Nurse. No word of lie. She got two of them that come and oh, seafood ball. That was nice. Uh she have two that come, one's a thief and one's a troublemaker. And what I mean, one's a thief. Dang. And one's a troublemaker. Like before she leave, she always got something to come in here and tell me. I went off on her the other day. Hopefully that put her in her place, but I doubt it. I'm gonna have to go off on her again. What up, Yaya? Cause she always coming in here calling herself ratting and shit. And like I told her, thanks Janelle. Uh, I was gonna say Keisha in this live, but I think Keisha went back to sleep. I'll tell her, dude. And after the visit, she always coming up in here. Oh, this is a problem. That's a problem. And I'm like, bitch, you the problem. And she looked at me all crazy and shit like she don't understand. But for you to look at me like that when I tell you that, I know you understand me, motherfucker. And what I mean by that is whenever she come, Keisha pressure is high. Like 190 something over 90 something or one, like, it's high. And I say, look here, let me tell you why it's high. Cause you. And she looked at me. Oh, I say, whenever you come here, you disrupt her. She nervous when you come here. She don't want you here. And you always come at a fucked up time. She looked at me. Oh, bitch, you understand now. But she needs me. Not necessarily, bitch. Because the other company had to heal faster than what you doing. And I know just what you're doing. I know how to do that crap too. Come out here instigate me shit. Bitch, mind your business. Motherfuckers say, oh, your pressure's so high. That's because the longer she stay here, the more she get paid. Oh no, I need to stay with you till your pressure go down. Yeah, I know. I think she needs to request another nurse because there's always a language barrier when you're telling her something she don't want to hear. Right, Miss Booth, and that's what it is. And she always got something to say. No, she not one of them going on a diet. But what you gotta understand is the wound in her leg is in the back of her, and she I'm nervous about you digging around the back and around my ass, and I can't see what you're doing. But then I make her nervous. What up, Broken Chain? How you doing? She be talking about, oh. But Keisha said when she go to the doctor and they do the same thing that this woman doing, she don't never feel it. What up, Sharice? She good. Keisha said whenever they're doing the same thing. She said whenever the woman doing it, she always in pain. And I was like, wow. How the fuck is that? Oh, they good. Lonzo came here, he finally went his ass to sleep. running around here like they fucking put a fucking bag of sugar in his mouth before they brought him here. And man, I think he just came to get his birthday presents. I didn't give him nothing. Like I told him. And that's what he kissing up to me for. I know it is, because I told him, I said, I ain't getting you shit for your birthday. And he was like, I'm good. And you know, normally he have 2 birthday parties. We throw him one and his mama throw him one. But the cousins that would come, they out of town. And then that's what? 3, 6, 8. I don't want the party. I'm really not trying to do a big thing. Like tomorrow I might go get him a cake and a little present from Walmart. But so he, you know, we could do a party for him while he here. And he having a party next week by his aunt. Like I said, she live in one of them areas of town where the COVID is bad at down here. I don't think I'm going over there. I really don't. Then I told him I ain't have no present. I told him I'm gonna give him $1. He said that's okay, long as you come. I was like, oh, my poor baby feelings gonna be here. Only way I'm coming is video chatting, because I know they're already at their 10-person limit. What up, Keisha? Yeah, that's what I said. So I'm gonna just go to Sam's tomorrow, get him a little cake, and stop by Walmart and get him a little toy or something. Right. He'll be 5. Hey, Beauty, it's Finest. How you doing? Right. What up, London? And I don't know what's up with that bro. I'm no fan of her, dude. Never was. You know, some people you could be like, oh yeah, Walmart do sell cakes, huh? What up, Jay? I missed it, my bad. And cause like I said, we normally give him a party and she normally give him a party. And so forgive me, trying to get a phone stand type thing going. And I know I ain't inviting nobody over. I'm just not for the collective shit. That's like Keisha's cousin was supposed to come back. Right, Jay Ellison. A bitch just to be a bitch. Yeah, I'm talking about her. And that motherfucker, she killed me because she make it her business to make sure she could stop and talk to me and tell me some fucked off shit. And like I be telling her, man, if you don't get the fuck out here, I don't tell her like that, but I be willing to tell her that shit because no word of lie. She telling Keisha to do shit that could kill her. That's like when she's like, oh, I called my boss and my boss said stay here until her pressure become normal or whatever. Man, fucked around, had us call an ambulance and shit. That shit was funny as fuck to me. Because when she called 911, they was like, well, is she dizzy? No. Is she sweating excessively? No. Asked her, do she have any chest pain? No. uh, does she have a facial tightness or something? No. And it was like, what the fuck you call here for? But before that all has, hey, we got a call on the line. There's a language barrier. And nothing's wrong with the patient. Y'all have a good day. Man, the man came here. Keisha shit was normal. And they left. And like I told the woman, the equipment she checking her blood pressure on is the one y'all gave her. It's in y'all best interest that her blood pressure is high. Cause y'all have your own pharmacy. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I could put Kool-Aid in my mouth, Scrappy gotta eat. No, if I put this on his food, he ain't gonna want this coffee. I was like, wow. Well, we gotta come in to once a week. Keisha said her doctor was like, oh, well, she could come twice a week and you just come here every other week. Keisha was like, I ain't trying to deal with that bitch. Man. So, y'all have good weather? Is it hot? I still can't, well, I can believe it, but I couldn't tell you what it feels like outside. I ain't got nothing for you, man. Nothing. I don't know why. Scrappy always think like, oh, you sitting there, you got something. Oh man, I'm gonna have to get up early and leave without him. But then again, I could. Get in there. He I don't think me going to get him a cake and a present without him is gonna surprise him. So should I bring him with me and let him pick out what he wants? No, fucking with him. I know what he wants, even though it's not. I don't think it's his age range. I've never seen him really. He played with Hot Wheels more than he played with his age range shit. Like Keisha brought that Paw Patrol tower thing. That motherfucker light up and everything. They got the little zip line on it and the garage, the cars come out and everything. I don't think I ever seen him play with that once. And he's talking about get him the plane now. Fuck the fuck. You got a lot of good toys and you just, oh, what's on Netflix? You get Netflix in your room? He asked Keisha that. Keisha was like, no, we don't get Netflix. I was like, why you lying to that baby like that? She gonna flip me the bird. He I don't know, shit is a new age and shit. Oh, and our kids don't go back to school. I'm saying that they only said from kindergarten to 5th grade. So I'm guessing maybe middle school and high school going back to school so that they can somewhat keep their federal funding. But they only mentioned kindergarten through 5th grade. They ain't even put pre-K in there, so I guess they ain't doing pre-K this year because they have to give all those kids laptops and tablets. Well, no, I think they're giving them tablets and they're giving them hotspots. Can't believe that shit. My uncle has a little grandson, and he just so proud of the little boy. Every week he's sending me pictures of him, and I'm like, damn, you have grown grandchildren, and you ain't never did none of this. He's like, but this is mine. I was like, oh, damn. That's like, ooh, you know. shot to the heart and shit, you know. That's some shit. And the little dude is cute and all that, but I don't really need a whole album of them. Every week you sending me, every other week you're sending me 3 to 4 pictures. I guess he wanted me to call him back so we could talk about it or whatever, but I'm like, it's a baby picture. Like, what exactly do we have to talk about over that? Keisha, you still up in here or you done dozed off again? Because I don't know. Should I bring him with me? Should I leave him at the house? I don't think he's gonna be so surprised. Because yeah, he want that Paw Patrol plane. That thing like $50, man. $40, $50. Then he gotta get the little people to go in the plane. Like the literally the ones in the tower do not fit in the plane. What kind of shit is that? Why the fuck one size can't fit all? Man. I don't know. He was talking about he was gonna be beating on the drums and shit. I ain't never tell him I brought more drumsticks, so I guess he might have hid his. He might have. Because he don't like Curtis playing with his shit. But he play with Curtis stuff all the time. Man. Ain't no way. Yeah, I'm cool. And the sad part is, y'all talking about look how I am and I'm drinking coffee. I got my heater on too. So, y'all have plans for Labor Day? No, I don't. There's, if y'all comment and I don't see them, and what up, Yolanda Hicks? Oh, y'all been commenting. Oh, my bad, y'all. I couldn't see that. Let me see. Ooh. Hold up. What up, 951? Oh, damn. You talking about corn dogs and hold up. Okay. Hold up. Lord, I'm real behind in the messages. See, that's why I don't like this. 1249. Okay, let's see. Mel, I was at Walmart today and I saw a chic birthday cake for $15. I don't know how much it is for y'all. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna find out. Hey, 951. Keisha, how you feeling today? She's trying to make extra money. Right, Jay Ellison. Uh, hey, Yolanda Hicks. Yeah, it's been a while, Yolanda. Miss you too. She don't have to be bilingual, but goddamn, A motherfucker should be able to understand you, and you should be able to speak clearly to them. How this Satan's toenails 107. Woo! This man hiding human. Can't wait for autumn. Some of them nurses be a nightmare from hell. Yeah, they do, and it's hot. He gonna be pissed if you leave without him. My favorite time of year. Yeah, autumn my favorite time of year too. Oh, that's why I'm not attending this party, Yolanda. Because they did that out here. I think they had a graduation party or something like that. And 18 of the family members turned up with COVID. I be motherfucker. I ain't about to be one. Thanks, Janelle. Oh, they're issuing out tablets and laptops out there. Oh, yes, you hear. See, all this is not on mine. Wait, let me see if I can get this. Okay, good night, Broken Chain. Thanks for stopping by. You be blessed. I probably missed you on that one. Yeah, Paw Patrol a trap. Hey B, how you doing? Okay, let's see if I caught up. Nope. Oh yeah, okay, I caught up. It was 110 here today with the heat index. That's what Curtis was telling me. I was like, wow. I am not a big fan of the heat, which means I most likely be leaving somewhat early if I can. I feel you. It's I'm not down with the Marvel because the Marvel supports Trump. Hey,
Yes.
I want to talk to you, son. Uh, my bad. I won't talk because we don't do politics. But boy, we're gonna have an interesting November. I need to make sure I'm registered to vote. Don't play with me like, oh, you. I'm saying that shit, but no, I voted one other time, but I'm ashamed. Yeah, I voted for president, but I only voted like maybe one more. Oh, I ain't voting through no mail. Right. He got that Paw Patrol towel. Dwayne won't try his hand in Arizona. And like I told him, your mama will cut you, boy. Alonzo got them. He got the black Spider-Man. He got the red Spider-Man. He got some other color Spider-Man. They've been supporting him. They've been supporting him. But that ain't even a thing about that. Uh what is his fucking name? You know, old boy, his lawyer, Michael, is it Michael? Anyway, you know his lawyer that got caught up and went to jail, right? He writing a book. It's coming out in September. I got to get that one. Michael Cohen, there you go. Thank you, B. He writing out a book. He said, well, he felt like he did so much for Trump. Trump should not have threw him under the bus like that, which is true. When people know all your secrets, you cannot throw them under the bus like that, unless you want your secrets to come out. Like, no, if you don't want your secrets to come out, you have to protect the motherfucker who know them. And he did not do that. He even went so far as to have this man, the man is on house arrest. Anyway, okay. But as I was saying, this man said Trump had golden shower parties and all kind of shit. I was like, wow. He said he got all the skinny on Trump and he about to put it in the book. And he was put on house arrest after the COVID broke out. In some kind of way, he got sent back to jail. And they said, yeah, that was retaliation on him writing a book. So they put him back in house arrest. I say, wow, these people out here. But he the one used to do the shit for Trump. He used to be Trump bully and bulldog. And that's what he was saying. He did so much for Trump, and for how his outcome was, it just wasn't right. Because ain't no fucking way. He said this man said he paid off people for Trump. He bullied people for Trump. He even sued and threatened people for Trump. And for that to happen, like for him to do that to him, like wow. And I'm with him on that. Like he know everything. He even know about the Russia scandal that got him elected. And this he said is not what you think, but he did use Russia to get elected. Man, I was watching Reggie Yates. Reggie Yates, the outside man. Um, he did a lot of different documentaries. Like he had 2 seasons. It's like 12 documentaries. No, I ain't hear that about his brother. And one, I think I know a few of them was in I think maybe Three of them was South Africa, and three of them were whatever, whatever. But no, I think three was South Africa and three was Russia. The shit that's going on in Russia, it's like the wall ain't never come down. I did not know which dude off of Sanford and Son. What up, Sid and Mo? How y'all doing? Like there was this Russian man. Good morning. There was this they're talking about their nationalists and they just for white Russia. Like, wow. You just for white Russia? Like, come on, man. Everywhere you go, a black man done built something for you know, the white man. I'm good, and you. What up, sweet D? The drunk dude. That could be anybody. Woodrow. Oh, okay, Woodrow died. Okay. Dang. And like there was this black man, he was from, I believe, Nigeria. And Russia invited him there. And the white nationalists still like, I don't give a fuck if Russia invited you here or not. You don't belong here. Like, wow. I feel you, sweetie. I don't know. Like I said, I think my bed is too hard for me to really get comfortable. He should be laughing at me, talking about you got all them covers and pillows. Yeah, because I'm uncomfortable. I'm trying to get comfortable. Alonzo too. I started to just pluck him. Cause he came here, he was like, "Oh, your cover's so fluffy and soft." I was like, "Boy, if you don't get off of me, ain't my cover." Yeah, I'm a night owl too. What up, A viewer? Like an old lady, the nerve. I'm on this show. He not gonna tell all. I watch anything on Netflix almost. That's like I was telling my sister. I was like, yeah. I watch a lot of the. I don't want to say it because some of their acting is not up to the par of our acting, or even the quality of the script. But I've been watching a lot of those Nigerian movies. Or Jamaican black. Jamaican black is just not American black. Keisha, one Netflix. Keisha's not a Netflixer. Keisha will be happy all day watching the Food Network or the Cooking TV or What's happening now, Sanford and Son. She ain't no Netflixer. What up, Vanessa? How you doing? You haven't seen Tiger King yet. Okay. Man, I'm telling you. Carol Baskins is just digging herself deeper and deeper. You know, she got into it with old girl Cardi B and I think the Stallion with that WAP song or something like that. Talking about why you gonna put exotic cats in your videos and stuff. You just making people want to run out and buy them. And me and my sister was talking about that. And she was like, "Do you really?" Black people have always been into big cats. And when she said that, I was like, like, which is true. Because she was like, think about in the 70s when they did their album covers and they had them big tigers or lions on the cover or cheetahs and whatnot. And I was like, you know what, you kind of right. But shit, I've always, I don't think it's practical or logical really, but I've always wanted a tiger. But I know. What up, Joanne Kelly? How you doing? Yeah, we good. Thanks for asking. And you and yours? Right, sweet D. Yeah, I've always wanted a tiger. But I had to come to realization, like, this tiger is gonna be huge as fuck. Like, and that would be wrong of me to declaw it and make him bomb out. That's the only way I can guarantee I will be halfway safe with a tiger. And that would be wrong to do that to that tiger. So I've just left it alone. And but they say the most trainable big cat is the fucking cheetah. And which I could believe that because I remember seeing a lot of, back in the day, black people with cheetahs. So they had to have them for a reason, like, and they said the cheetah is the easiest to train big cat. I was like, really now? Don't tell me no shit like that. Fuck around, be out there in the fucking woods of Texas with a cheetah and shit. Then my sister was telling me something about another big cat. It's called the Savannah cat. And I was like, now what exactly is that? I said, I heard of the bitch, but you sure you're not talking about the several? And she was like, no, it's the Savannah cat. And she was like, by myself. But I'm like, wow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Paula. You know, black people have always had big cats. It's like something in our blood. We come from the motherland. They got the tigers, the cheetahs, and they got all them big cats over there. We probably did have them motherfuckers as pets before we came over here. And so my sister telling me, no, I wanted a Savannah cat, right? And I was like, a Savannah cat. I was like, this bitch tripping. She don't know what the fuck she talking about. So I give my phone, right? I Google the shit. Lo and behold, the bitch knew what she was talking about. I was like, this bitch got too much time on her hands. But what a Savannah cat is a several, the several cat, which is like, it's like a bobcat like ish. It looks like a cheetah, but it's like, what, about 30, 40 pounds or something like that. It's like one of the small big cats. And yeah, they had to, sweet D. Because there's just too many of us wanting the fucking cats, you know. But what the Savannah is the several cat mixed with a fucking domestic cat. Like I'm sitting up here like I'm by myself now, and I'm how the fuck they did that shit? And who was the bitch that thought of that? When they see us, when they see us, I don't think so. And I was like, a domestic cat and this wild fucking African cat. How the fuck did that happen? Like, who? How? Like, first off, who was the crazy bitch to think to breed a big wild cat with a house cat? Yeah, I know about the Maine Coon cats. Cause that hold up, I'm gonna explain the whole thing. Me and my sister was going there then. At that point, because we was like, okay, they don't tell you what kind of domesticated cat they mix with this mug. They don't tell you how they breed them. But I was like, hmm. I was like, well, you think they mix it with the Maine Coon cat? Because when she was saying the Savannah cat, I was like, well, you know, there's a Maine Coon cat. And she was like, a coon cat? What the fuck? I was like, yeah, it's like supposed to be the biggest cat and is the one that acts the most like a dog. I was like, hmm, okay. You know, if I was thinking about getting a cat, you know, uh, but I have too much opposition to me having a cat in my house. So right, Yolanda. But that's what I want to tell you about the Savannah cat, right? For one, peep this shit. The several, the bitch straight out of Africa or bred in the United States, you can get one of them from 900 to something like 2,500. You know, the original wildcat, the several. But for a Savannah cat, which is a crossbreed with a domestic cat, you paying something like fucking $20,000 for that bitch. And they got different grades. They got the F1, they got the F2, the F3, the F4, and the F5. Okay, when you're getting down to F4 and 5, they're saying you might as well have a domesticated fucking cat. Okay, they say when you get down to 4 and 5, you might as well have a domesticated cat. But the F1, they say when you have company, that bitch run off and is gonna hide in the room till they're gone. I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, okay. Well, maybe I don't want that one because for that I could just get the wild cat, right? And then I was like, okay, the F2. Now the F2, they say it'll run off when you get company or somebody unfamiliar come to the house, or it'll jump up high somewhere and watch y'all motherfuckers. I said, nah, that don't sound right to me, you know, like. And so I was like, okay. But they say if you get an F3, it will actually stay in the room and interact with your guests. But from F1 to F5, they go down in size. They get more like a domesticated cat again, even if you breed them with other savannah cats. And I was like, what's the sense of that shit? And but the thing that really kind of fucked my head up about these cats, they have the elite savannah cat. And they say you only get one of them every now and then. And that bitch don't look like nothing but a cat. I was like, what the fuck? But no word of lie. The number one thing that fucked my head up about a several, which is the domesticated, the parent cat. They say the several is the most successful hunter in the cat family. And I'm like, why the fuck would you want some shit like that in your house? They say you wanted a tiger till you watch Fatal Attraction. What up, DC and Lisa? They say the several is the most successful motherfucking big cat hunter with 50% of its kills. You got to sit down there and think. Do you really want some shit like that in your fucking house? Because one of them shows I was watching, it was on Netflix. It was before Netflix started getting all these different shows and shit on there. And it was a BBC show. And these motherfuckers had one of them in their house. And that motherfucker was fucking that baby up. It wasn't biting it or nothing like that, but it'll run by it and knock it down, or it'll scratch it or try to fucking control it. Like, you could tell it was trying to dominate the child. And I was like, why would you have your kids around some shit like this? I kid you not. I have a picture. Where that motherfucker at? Cause I was talking to Keisha. Damn, did I delete it? I said, damn, Keisha, look at this shit. I did delete it. I said, damn, Keisha, look at this shit. Would you have this shit around your kid and the motherfucking cat was damn near big as the kid? What I mean by that is the cat and the child probably was the same weight. You know, like, of course, the child is taller than the cat. But the fucking cat came over the fucking child leg. Like, over the child knee. And I'm like, who the fuck would leave their kid alone with some shit like this? And that show on BBC, the motherfuckers was leaving their baby alone with that bitch. What up, Tanya? How you doing? I was like, ain't no motherfucking way. And what's fucking my head up about the Savannah cat is, no word of lie. If you ever watch Fatal Attractions on Animal Planet, the very first episode, it was called A Tiger and I think the Bronx Projects or the Harlem Projects. It was one of the fucking projects. Brooklyn, the Bronx, one of them. And him and that tiger lived together good for some time, for a long time. And you want to know what fucked up their relationship? This motherfucker went and got a cat. So how the fuck they breed these two cats together? It got to be artificial, huh? Miss you too, Tanya. I don't know where the fuck they was. But him and that cat, what up, View? Him and that tiger was getting along good. Till he decides to go get a fucking cat. So how the fuck they breeding this several in this domestic cat? Like, what if you go head on? You be like, okay, I'm gonna breed my cats, and the female is the several. You know, she ain't heat shit because she's big enough to carry the kittens. I guess at that point, the several legs is like that. They real long legged cats. So I wouldn't put that in a domesticated cat. Say, boy. So yeah, I ain't no cat fan either. They'll freak me out, but I ain't no cat fan. But how the fuck you decide to breed some shit like that? What if the female server be like, she see that little male cat and be like, lunch? Like, what you do then? How you breed them then? No, no, he didn't get a tiger, Yolanda. He got a cat. He found an injured cat on the street. He already had the tiger. Him and the tiger was good. They were partners. He was training the tiger. They was getting along and everything. He found a domesticated cat that was injured, and he decided to bring it fucking home. And as the cat got better and whatnot, the tiger started changing. I was like, anybody with common sense could have told you, don't bring no motherfucking cat. No smaller but same animal in there. Cause he got to show you it's that he's boss. So do you feed a view? For him to bringing you these mice and stuff, you be slipping in some treats and shit. Yeah, they're territorial. And that's why I didn't understand why he would bring another cat and then on top of that, a male cat. It's like, you crazy. Good night, Miss Boosie. Or your aunt used to feed it. Or well, it's yours now. Good night, Miss Boosie. You be blessed. Have you a good weekend. Wear your mask. Do your social distancing. Wow. I'm telling you. That's like now, even now. Uh, if I get another dog, well, I would hope I wouldn't have those problems, but I didn't have them before. But but anyway, I was sterilizing whatever animal I get next anyway, dog, female or male. My next animal is gonna be fixed. I ain't got time to be dealing with that. See, like Scrappy was an exceptionally good male. Like he's intact, but he ain't one of them leg cockers and he ain't got the piss because he smell a dog here and shit like that. But I don't want to deal with no more females and no possibilities of puppies. So whatever female I get, she getting fixed. I don't give a fuck how I get her. Even if I send my children outside to play and they see some puppies up under that church, I'm going to fix that free puppy. Because no dice. I would have fixed Scrappy, but I feel like bitch is too late for that shit. Like he 100 years old. He ain't no territorial piss or none of that shit. He good. He don't attack motherfuckers because he good. But I know once I would get another male, Scrappy's not going to be the issue. It's going to be the new male. Because for one, he's younger. He's stronger. It's always like that, ain't it? I was sitting there laughing because my sister was like, I guess she's a cat person. I'm not sure. I've never known her to own any cats. But not, like she's had her dogs and she's got a dog now. I've never known her to own any cats, like per se, with her dogs or whatever. But no, he was not hard to train at all. Scrappy is highly intelligent. And not only that, I started his training from day one, like from the day he was born. How you did that? His eyes wasn't even open because from day one, and I saw he was the last one out, and I saw how pretty he was and shit. I picked him up and I let him know, hey, you gonna be mine. You gonna be here. Nobody else gonna have you but me. So you know you might as well get used to me. You might as well start loving on me now. And he did. Like I trained him right along with his mama, cause his mother was an awesome mother. Oh man. And I always say that people are like, what the fuck you mean? There are mothers that will breed their puppies, lay their puppies and be just ignorant as fuck. But Snow knew we like all that balking and shit. When them bitches went to balking, it was working on her nerves. She'd be like, shut the fuck up, you bitches. And she'll shut them up. When it was time for them to go outside, like, after a certain age, she don't clean up behind them no more. And when it was time for them to start, going outside, whatever, she would bring them. And she was an awesome mother. So I didn't have that much to do with Scrappy. Like I say, all my puppies learn some commands by 4 months old. They get potty trained and they know how to sit. They know how to come here. That's just from being around us. And no, I do not let the whole little wild pack run around my house. No. I might let a few at a time out to play with us, but I do not let the whole pack run around crazy. Because shoot, I remember, I think fucking Snow had something like 11 or 12 puppies and all them motherfuckers lived. Could you imagine all them puppies running around the fucking house? Oh my God. And she was helpful with that. But every day I would go to Scrappy. Hey, my boy, what you doing today? I talk to him and I pet him and I hold him sometimes. And depending on the day, I take him with me for a little while and put him back with the rest later. And he was easy to train. He that was some shit though. Cause No, it's just because of who he was. Cause he had some little mates that I just wanted to just be like, bitch, you lucky we don't live close by a river. I'm just joking. I'd have just gave him to the pound. But some of them mugs was horrible. Like pumpkin. Oh my God. I gave pumpkin away. I got my money for her, but I basically gave her away because they paid me in installments for that dog. And it was only $50. I was like, just take the motherfucker. Bring me the money when you get it. Pumpkin was a ooh. Pumpkin was a very trying puppy. Oh Lord, she was. I remember they escaped. It was Pumpkin, Rita, and Scrappy. No, 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 no. I can understand Frisky. Pumpkin was just a fucking troublemaker, man. Pumpkin would buck them other two up to do shit that they knew that they wasn't supposed to be fucking doing. Like, maybe the boys would bring them in their room, but I never let them bring the puppies in their room if I knew about it. And them motherfuckers, I remember one day they got out and them motherfuckers, they knew they was wrong because they was hiding in the closet from us. And we looking for them motherfuckers. We go around the house. Where the fuck them motherfuckers at? We look under their beds and shit. They not under there. One of them bitches gave them away though. And we went and looked in the closet. These bitches tangled up in the motherfucking phone cord. You know, the phone wire? These bitches tangled up in the phone wire. I was like, oh no. Oh no. Oh, I know it was your ass, Pumpkin, you bitch you. Yeah, Pumpkin was want chew on shoes and shit. No, we don't do that shit around here, dog. Nah, nah, nah. And yeah, Pumpkin was just a natural born troublemaker. And I knew Scrappy wasn't doing the shit. He just followed along because he dumbass, he the only boy. And I know Rita wasn't doing the shit because Rita ain't won't fuck with me. When I say no word of lie, Rita just did not like me. Rita just did not like me. Rita refused to walk on the leash with me. Rita would just sit there and stare me down like she really had real beef with me. And if she didn't have to fuck with me, she didn't want to. But that motherfucker Pumpkin, Lord. I think Pumpkin was the worst puppy I ever had. I no word of lie. She's damn sure one of the most memorable. Pumpkin was a like. My sister asked me why we didn't have cats, and I had to remind her of David. David used to love the top of the refrigerator, and that's what I was telling my sister. David was just being a bitch ass motherfucker to be a bitch ass motherfucker. Because my parents ain't keep our house cold. Like, who the fuck have central air heat and only keep the shit on something like 85, 86? You ain't really trying to be cool like that, you know? You know, and they would keep the central air heat in the 80s. So for him to always be on top of the refrigerator, you was just being an ass. Well, my mama sure kicked him in his ass and kicked him the fuck out. I can't believe that girl was like, I want a Savannah cat. And do you know a Savannah cat costs more than a several? That shit fucked my head up too. I was wondering if that was Cause they have these folks on YouTube. I think that was Sweet D that told me about them. Don't hold me to that. Cause no, I think it was Trisha Tennell. I don't remember who it was, but they was telling me, what up, Crystal? They was telling me about how what's his fucking name? They got this dude who do interviews with people that used to work with Carol Baskins. And Carol Baskins was trying to start her own breed of cats. I was like, what? And I thought that this might have been it, but it wasn't. No, that's just it though. He didn't used to jump off at her. He'd just sit up there, and he wouldn't do it in the daytime. He would wait till it was nighttime and it was dark in the house, and he would get on top of the refrigerator. He wouldn't jump off at you, but my mama used to say she used to hate to see them glowing eyes up in the air whenever she come and walk in her kitchen at night. But then again, he might have did jump off at her, because the day she kicked him out, she literally kicked him the fuck out. Like, she held him up like that and kicked him in his ass and he flew. So Lord knows what he really did that day. But I do remember her kicking his ass out, literally. I think they should have been got rid of him, because that cat used to fuck me and my sister up, which makes me wonder, why would my sister want a big cat? When I say David used to fuck us up, yeah, that little motherfucker used to fuck us up. Not that it wasn't warranted, but he used to fuck us up. He didn't used to like to be held. He didn't like baths. Go figure. I don't think so, Paula. Because if that's the case, why would he leave Carol all his money? Let's be real. Look, I could have triple what the fuck Carol got left with. I'm still not about to leave her my money to fucking run it to the ground with some other motherfucker. And he didn't take nothing. Like, he was a car collector. He didn't take none of that. That bullshit. Bullshit. And then the way him and Carol used to be fussing and fighting. What up, Miss Harris? How you doing? I'm not about to leave her a dime. I'm gonna leave you a little bit. Then you're gonna have to start selling them cats, bitch. I'm not about to leave you a dime. Mm-mm. I don't care how much money I got hidden. If you watched the Tiger King and you saw how fucked up their relationship was, he wouldn't be leaving her that kind of money. He probably did have money hidden, but that don't mean he gonna leave her nothing. We good. You and yours. That boy going to town over there. I'm not about to leave her shit. They already was beefing because she didn't want to make money off the cats. When you watch the behind the scenes and people that work for Carol, they tell you all that shit was a lie. That was just the shit she was saying to be able to keep her rescue going. And then they said she wasn't rescuing them cats, she was buying them. I was like, wow. Carol? Are these people telling the truth on you, Carol? Then one woman was so old, He shouldn't even had her on his show. You know, what is the dude name? I'm gonna have to go back through there and look. But he did 3 interviews with 3 women that used to work for Carol. And what up to Shauna? He did 3 interviews. It was like in three or 4 parts really about women who used to work for Carol, like way back in the G. And they said, yeah, he's still in prison. He gonna be in prison. uh, Not her husband, but the Tiger King. Yes, he's still in prison. But they have one woman who said that her husband did disappear around the time of the septic tank. Wow. Matter of fact, all 3 of them women said he disappeared around the time of the septic tank. I was like, they said they're supposed to be reopening an investigation on that. I was like, okay. Her and Howard gonna be done skip the country with her few favorite cats. It was. You gotta, but to really get into the Tiger King, you have to like investigative shit. And you got to be nosy, really, tell you the truth. Yeah. Well, tell you the truth, the Tiger King was thrown the fuck off. He did not, he should not have even been a person that had those type of animals. Because his staff even said he's afraid of big cats. If you're afraid of them, you can't work with them right. He's afraid of them. But not only that, he was always high or drunk. Like, that's dangerous. Not just for you, but everybody who could be around you while you working with these motherfuckers high and drunk. But they said when he used to work with them, though, they would often tranquilize him. I was like, wow. And y'all just coming out saying that shit afterwards? Right. They can smell your filth. Yes, he did keep it. Look, he didn't keep them high. They kept themselves high. That's why they chose to be with him. And they both said it. They was with him because he offered them the lifestyle that they wanted, even though they was not gay. Sure, okay. And you know the thing that really tripped me out about his first husband? This dude had the hugest tattoo in his pelvic area. And I was like, is he serious? Like, right, they were drug addicts. I was like, is he serious? Did he mean to get that shit on him? It was something like property of the Lion King or Joe. Property of Joe. What was Joe's last name? But it was some shit like that. And it was huge. I was like, wow. When I saw it, I was like, you all right, bro? Did he call a horseshoe into getting that? Well, you held down when they did that to you. Like, I know he's supposed to be gay, but if you're not really gay, you must have really needed a bad fix to get some shit like that on you. Cause that motherfucker was huge. It was like from hip to hip and then from like his navel to like very top of where his hair started growing. And I was like, okay, it's your body. But I was like, wow. The thing that's really was fucked up though is they said his husband that killed himself, he did that being a dumbass. And once he did that, the other one left him. But Joe got him another young man. And this young man ain't liked him. He really loved Joe. I was like, wow. More power to you, Joe. So about I'm gonna be here till you get out. Joe is old as dirt. Do you really think he coming out? Like y'all seen the shit? Joe is old as dirt. Okay, right. Joe Exotic. And but the thing that fucked my head up was when they did the polygamy marriage wedding. Like him and old boy was already married. Then when he met the other one, they just all got fucking tacky ass burgundy and pink suits and got married to each other. And I was like, is that legal? And like, wow. And these men was fucking young compared to him. But hey, when you could give them what they want, I guess you could have them. Oh man. And these motherfuckers, well, this first husband, well, fuck, both of them was riding around on ATVs all day, getting drunk and shooting guns, just like Joe. What up, Tasha Ward? How you doing? What no woman? It was Joe. Okay, look, this how I go. It was Joe Exotic, his two husbands. Now the woman is Carol Baskins. He had beef with Carol had beef with him because she wanted his zoo. And that's the fucked up thing about it. In the long run, she did get the motherfucker. That bitch told him, bitch, I'ma take everything from you. And I'ma have your shit. It's gonna be mine. And the bitch, it happened just like she said it. It happened just like she said it. That bitch told him, I'm good. That bitch told him, it's going to be mine. Watch. And she did it. Dirty, evil bitch. She told him, all your shit going to be mine. Just wait. And his man went through so much trouble to shuffle his shit around and make it somebody else's and change names and ownership and everything. And the motherfucker turned around and gave it right to her. Yeah, she did. She went after his parents. Sure did. He did have three husbands because he had the one that had the tattoo. He had the one that killed himself. Then he had the one he was with when he was running for governor. And the one that he was with when he went to jail. Same one. The one with when he met him while he was running for. I'm saying governor. I think it's mayor. No, I think it's governor. It don't matter though. Because Joe broke him before he got something up. He had been begging him for money for so long. He broke him before he left. Right. That shit was crazy. He burnt down his zoo. I think that's part of what made that other man pissed off and leave when they burned up all his alligators and reptiles. But they said Joe did that. I don't think he would have did that. As far as burning up evidence, I'm not gonna say he wouldn't have did that. But I think he wouldn't have killed all the animals that he killed to burn that shit up. What up, Nanette? How you doing? And I'm like, wow. Carol needs to quit hiding and do her show. Y'all ever y'all watch, none of y'all watch the Tiger King, but you think he'd have burned his animals and shit up? You really think he would have killed his animals to burn that down? That shit was fucking crazy. And you know what? I'm saying that shit, but you're right. Because when tigers got to be too old, if he couldn't sell them, he used to kill them. You're right. That was some shit. Like, how he him and Carol Baskins, they brainwashed the fuck out of the people that work for them. Because, no fucking word of lie, when they showed you the places that he had them sleeping in, them bitches wasn't fucking fit for a straight animal, man. When you saw when it ain't even the thing that they fed them, the horses. It's what he was feeding his employees. Like, you gonna feed your employees scrap meat that was donated for you to feed your tigers? Like, the trailers that they live in, you could see big rats running in them and shit. They don't have air conditioning. Like, what the fuck? For that, you should have just went on ahead and brought you some fucking plywood and threw them up a little tent in the yard. Fuck, a little fake house in the yard. Or you should have just brought them tents for all that shit. I was like, wow. Then Carol had them people paying to volunteer. That bitch had some game with her. But Carol's husband, right, yeah, right, he sure was doing it. Yeah, he was. He was there was some slick motherfuckers. Him and Carol. And she running and she good now. But she gonna get her, I guarantee it. Fuck that not care shit, sweetie. Cause I guarantee I don't give a fuck how high I am. If something run across my leg or cross my arm or cross my forehead, I got a problem. I don't give a fuck how high I am. Like, come on, could you imagine really be sitting there and really like feeling your vibe and shit from whatever you doing, and all of a sudden something run across your ass? That just took your whole highway, man. Fuck that. Probably go sit in the fucking tiger cage and get better high than that. Fuck that. Didn't know that you know that it was a fucking rat. And if the rat's getting in, the snake's getting in too. Fuck that. That bitch was crazy. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't care how she won't put it. How the fuck the tiger? You don't want the tiger to feel like it was its fault that it ate your arm off. You really think that tiger give a fuck that it took your arm off? Bitch, you stupider than a motherfucker. You have to hurry up and get back to work. You can't let people see that you're not working because your arm got took off by the tiger. Whatever. Fuck you and them fucking tigers. But look how he recruited his people. And that's how he was always able to keep them. He recruited bums. Like he rode around and found people that had no fucking means. And that's how he found his employees most of the time. Then he had one, what was his name? Which one that was? Who was like, I was good till he killed my tiger, my lion, or some shit. And I was like, but you knew what kind of dirty shit he was fucking doing there. And you knew once you got on his bad side, he was fucking over you. So if you really cared about that tiger or whatever the fuck it was, you should have grabbed it and left. But you ain't have nowhere to put it now. That motherfucker was a fool. That man was a real fool. I don't think he was the one with the no legs. He was the one with the mullet. That's the one with no legs. No, it's not the one with no legs. Because the one with no legs went on a racing cars. That's what I was telling y'all too. Tiger King got one new episode, if you haven't watched it already. And it's like the where are they now and how do they feel about Joe going to jail shit. And the one with no legs is racing cars. But none of them ain't like Joe. And I was like, if y'all didn't like them cats is not enough reason to keep staying there. Man, I could not believe that shit. And he was actually afraid of big cats. That's crazy. Could you imagine going to work every day and you scared shitless of your job? That's like a black man going to work for the Klan every day. Like, I might get hit, swinging today, I might get burned on the cross. Like, how the fuck can you do some shit like that? You go to work and you scared, or maybe even a police officer nowadays. You go to work every day and you are scared shitless of your job. Damn. Or even a first responder at this point. But Dallas numbers are starting to come down again. But I'm still not going to no love you little baby, but I'm not going to no party by no Aunt Shalonda. Video chat me. Fuck no. They had that graduation party here. Soon as they opened it up for COVID and all that shit. And 18 of them got it. Wow, that's a lot of people in one family that have COVID. And they didn't all live in the same house. It's like they spread it around to different family members and shit. And they got this other man on the news. He like, a lot of us got COVID and we don't even live together. I don't even know how this happened. And I'm like, you can only vouch for you. You can't vouch for the rest of your family. Because I could tell you what the fuck I won't tell you and do what the fuck I want to do. Man, I didn't know Alyssa Milano had it. And boy, just like sports. What, going to work every day and afraid? But I know at one time our numbers in Dallas was like 4 digits every day almost. But it's done dropped. But since that happened, it done made us stay home all this time. I don't see why somebody would want to go travel. And this is somewhat worse than where you at. That's just crazy. Just fucking crazy to me. Like I have a lot of family in Houston. You won't catch me going there because their situation is worse than up here. Man, I don't know if y'all. I had a gecko. It was like that big. These asses put down a glue trap and killed my gecko. Now I gotta see if another one come in. Oh yeah, Keisha don't want to sleep. I'm the only one up anyway. It's always like this. I was up last night. I didn't know if I wanted to get up and do a live at 2 in the morning to do. What I'm saying, get up, but I was already up. Like I ain't know how big the chat was gonna be, So I just ain't do it. But shit. Yeah, I was up. Matter of fact, I was up till 5 this morning. Well, yesterday morning. Man. Right. I'm the only one up. At one time, uh Alonzo used to be here up with me. But now, I guess since he started back to school like scheduled or whatnot, or his mama got him on some kind of schedule, he go to bed about 11:30. But yeah, Alonzo, I used to be like, boy, go to bed. When you do, oh no. And shit. Yeah, I'd be up a million night by myself. And that's my optimum television viewing times. Because other than that, it's the Food Network or what's happening. Or Keisha was mad with me because I hate to wake up in the morning and the Food Network is on. Like, we don't watch this shit 100 times. We got to keep watching this shit. Just like we watched one today, it was about them cakes. I know I've seen that show. Now I've seen it 3 times. And it wasn't that good the first time. They I swear, this girl and her mama, I swear they should have been on Smothered. They kissing each other in the mountain shit. I'm like, oh, I ain't know people still do that. What up, Eli Green? I have no idea who you even are. And if it when it didn't used to be Netflix, it would be me reading books. But they got something like that on Netflix. You got Netflix, Paula Jones? They got something like that on Netflix. Yes. Yes, I watched The Shy. Oh my God. And I'm up to date on it too. And oh my God. That bitch Keisha needs some help. That bitch needs some real help. I was like, is she serious? Man. And the fucked up thing, the only motherfucker she gonna talk to is Emmett. I don't see what's the problem. You killed the man, you know he ain't coming back for you. You know, you killed him, you know he ain't coming back for you. So what's the problem? The whole time, Keisha was in that fucking basement trying to get away. I always ask Keisha, Keisha, bitch, why you not busting them windows out, ho? And Keisha ain't never answered me. She done went to breaking doors and fucking calling herself beating a man and shit. But she ain't never tried to get out the window. What the fuck is that about? Oh yeah, she had the bad. She got the bad. Motherfucker threw away all her track shit. Talking about this is my key out the ghetto. And threw away all that. Nah. I cannot believe she all that time. Like the blackout. When you knew the cameras wasn't open. Look, if she found something to help her get through a door, yes. You are talking about a fatal affair, I believe. Yes, I have seen that. Matter of fact, the movie that I watched a while back on Showtime is now on Netflix. What the fuck is the name? It's with yeah. It's called what's the shit called? I Wanna Live or The Things You Do or some shit like that. And wow, I'm telling you, y'all have the opportunity to see it now. And this motherfucker, that's it. What keeps you alive? Boy, that that couldn't have been me. That's like that. That shit was tough there. Y'all need to check that one out if y'all ain't seen that one. What keeps you alive? Boy, that there, that one there, that shit was cold. Yeah, that one was real like a motherfucker there. And I think I watched it on Showtime or the movie channel or some shit, but it wasn't on Netflix. But it came to Netflix, I think, last week. What keeps you alive? Oh yeah, that bitch, she was gonna be alive too. That was amazing. Uh, it ain't gonna be nobody you know. It ain't gonna be nobody you know. Who that is? No, it ain't gonna be nobody you know. But that mug was off the chain. Um, this motherfucker, they were celebrating their 1 year anniversary. And yeah, shit got out of hand. Info. A couple romantic anniversary treat to a rural cabin unravels when a childhood friend appears and reveals long held secrets from the past. That bitch was off the chain. And like I said, it ain't gonna be nobody you know because I didn't know none of them motherfuckers. I was like, who the fuck is these people? But that shit was off the chain. You would have just been like, yeah, yeah. And I was like, Keisha, you got to see this shit. Bitch, you know I don't watch them lesbian movies and shit, bitch. And it wasn't even about them being lesbians. It was just how hardcore old girl was. That bitch was crazy. Man. Then I watched Stephanie had said Stephanie 777 was talking about the right, sweet D, you ain't going to no cabin in no woods. But it wasn't no cabin like that. It was like it was a nice, luxurious like cabin thing. It was it ain't no little Abe Lincoln log cabin. It was some real nice, it was a real nice get up, right? Man, that bitch was crazy. That's all I can keep saying about that bitch. That bitch had us set up. And the movie Stephanie was talking about, No One Knows I'm Here or some shit like that. That was weird as fuck. They had neighbors. They was across the lake. But you go into the woods with somebody you trust in their family cabin. Wow. Boy, the shit she found out. And I think it's called Nobody Knows You're Here. I'm Here. And it was about the recluse. That wasn't all that good. Stephanie was like, I cried at the end. And I was like, I got to the end of that movie. I was like, what the fuck she was crying for? I watched John Q today. Always a heart touching one, John Q. And Keisha looked at me crazy talking about, you don't have to watch white chicks because I'm in here. And I'm like, oh, so you didn't like white chicks? Well, I don't know what to tell you. Fuck around, ended up watching Daddy Daycare. Y'all seen the new Daddy Daycare? It wasn't Eddie Murphy and them dude. It was another popular black dude. What was his name? I want to say somebody like Robert Townsend, but he wasn't that old. Daddy Daycare 2, that was all right. Damon Wayans, Adam Sandler. What the fuck was that called? Hey, I guess too late to catch him now. But the one, Bulletproof 2, it was okay for what it was. Yeah, I feel like that too. I like to read my books or play a game or so. I done started reading my books again. Right now I'm reading a book, what is that motherfucker called? It's by I think her name is Michael Hall and Testify. That's the name of it. That's the book I'm reading right now. And then when I finish with that, I'm gonna move on to I think it's called The Kitchen Help. It was one of Oprah books. Not Testify. That ain't gonna ever be on Oprah's books. But Testify, uh, the other book, The Kitchen Help, I think it's called, or The Kitchen Tales, or some shit like that. Uh, I just recently brought me a few books, and I'm trying to get through them. Um, Matter of fact, I was reading my book today. I just find me a quiet spot, so to speak. Sometimes I put my headphones in, sometimes I don't, and I just read. I got Testify, and I brought like a whole bunch of them. I brought Sally Hemings and Thomas Jefferson's story. I'm gonna read that one. Um, and a few other things. I can't remember them. Don't make me say them. No, I'm saying it, but I don't remember them. But I, my books, like I try to keep some, like my favorites at least. The other ones, I get rid of them like. But like my Octavia Butler books and my I like my Pride of Playing books. Those hoes was ruthless. And my One Dead whatever series. But I thought they had more books in that series than the three that they got. Yeah, I always used to read. I don't know. Technology, it just done dumbed the motherfucker up. And I read the news and whatever, but as far as books, be it fact or fiction, I haven't been reading lately. Like I can honestly say the last set of books I really, really remember reading is the don't fault me, about 2 years ago when Keisha brought me the Midnight series, Midnight Texas series. And before that I read Cupcake. That was a really good book. I might have to go back and read that again. But yeah, Cupcake was really good. A broad from Ireland sent that to me, and that mug was off the chain. And it was about a woman in the United States. That was good. But yeah, I'm trying to get back into reading my books. Uh, or you're an e-booker? I don't know. What's up, Deborah? Nothing much. Uh, I don't know. And in my book, in my tablet always keep trying to give me, come on, we'll give you free stories. We'll give you 3 months free. Read whatever you want. No, I don't care for audiobooks yet. I ain't that old. Give me about maybe 10 more, 15 years. Then I do the audiobooks. Like, I can't imagine. Uh I've heard audiobooks before and they're just funny to me. So I just prefer to read the book. All right then. I guess I'm gonna go. Cause like I said, I want to get out without Alonzo. Right, Paula. That's why audiobooks are funny, and I most likely would fall asleep on somebody reading to me. Um, but I want to get out before Alonzo gets up. Dang, your Friday nights done changed. What up, Guzum? Y'all have a good night, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Thank y'all for coming. Much love and appreciation to y'all. Have a good weekend. Be careful. Do your social distancing and wear your mask. Y'all have a good night. Sweet dreams. Peace, love, and hair grease, y'all. All right. Good night, y'all.